This customer wants to mount his gas heaters in his backyard outside. So the first thing I did was I mounted the bracket to the back of the heater and figured out my measurements so I could have it center of the door and the perfect height that the customer wanted. So now I'm gonna do my gas connections and I'm gonna remount the bracket to the back of the heater again, and then we'll do the install. I measured center of the door, I held the bracket up to the height that I wanted it, and I marked where my anchors are gonna hold the bracket to the wall. Now I'm gonna drill my pilot holes for my lag bolts to see if I have wood or if I have to use anchors. That's wood. I had wood on all 4 holes, so I can just use my lags directly into the wood. After I got my first lag in, I can level it out, and now I can put the other 3. With gas fittings, you always want to use thread sealant, and you want to put it on the direction that the thread spins. I got my thread sealant put on, and now I'm installing the gas fitting, and then I'll put the bracket on the heater. Now I'm installing the bracket. I already did the gas, and the electric just connects up inside that part that I already mounted. This screwdriver link is in my bio on my profile. I assembled the heat deflector, and now I'm mounting it to the back of the heater. This is gonna help deflect the heat down to the sitting area as opposed to up towards the ceiling. I ended up moving the bracket up because it was too low, and then I put the heater on the bracket with this one screw holding it into place. I connected the hot, neutral, and ground to the terminals and the gas line to the connection. And then this decorative cover gets installed with 4 screws on the top holding it into place. I finished installing the cover, I plugged the heater in, and I connected the gas line to the ceiling. He already has a disconnect valve down below, so we did not install the disconnect valve up here. Now I'm gonna move this to center and then put this screw in to hold it into place. The customer has 2 more heaters to install, so I installed the first one on a ceiling mount, and now I'm gonna assemble and install the second one on this side. I finished installing the 3rd heater. With this ceiling mount coming down, you have to make sure the heaters are level before tightening the screws. Gas valve on. We'll probably end up replacing this with a timer, but switch on, and that's your end result.